Hi everybody, I'm Peter Travers and this is Popcorn, where we tell you what's going on at the movies. And right now you could tell by my tie that the summer is over and that it's now fall. And we're all hyped up about knowing what movies are out there for us to see. We've suffered through a lot of garbage in the summer, and now we want to see things that are amazing, that might even win Oscars, or that might make a lot of money and win Oscars. That's a good thing. Or what we should just avoid. So I'm here to tell you that. Now I'm going to start with the blockbusters. I have so many of them, but I've got to start, because it's touching all your hearts, with the Twilight Saga Breaking Dawn Part 2. It's over, people. There's no more. It's not just that Rob Pattinson and Kristen Stewart are over, and I'm shedding a tear over it right now, but this series is finished. How will people live without their vampire love? Personally, I really don't give a damn, but I know this will make so much money that we won't be able to stand it. Okay, we have a movie out there now that really does get to me, and it's called Skyfall, and it's James Bond. This is the 50th year of James Bond, way back when Sean Connery did Dr. No in 1962. And now Daniel Craig, who was a great James Bond in Casino Royale, and a lousy one in the follow-up to that, Quantum of Solace, is going to redeem himself in Skyfall, because this is a movie that's directed by Sam Mendes, who's an Oscar winner for American Beauty. This is a movie that has a great cast. Javier Bardem, the Oscar winner, is the villain, who's trying to kill Judi Dench. Come on. Anyway, I love James Bond. I cannot wait to see Daniel Craig get back into the way he did play James Bond in the beginning, in the origin story. So, come on. You're going to miss this? I didn't think so.
Baggins's. What is Baggins's? Precious.
Another fall movie that is going to get a lot of attention, because it's not just one movie. Over the years, we're going to get two more, is The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey. This is Peter Jackson. This is the idea that he did the Lord of the Rings trilogy, won the Oscar, made more money than, well, more money than anybody in New Zealand has ever made before. And now he's doing the prequel to these Tolkien stories in The Hobbit. And he decided he was going to make 2 movies. Now he's decided, no, I'm going to make 3 movies. But this is the beginning of everything. And this is the holiday movie that Hollywood thinks will rake in all the cash. I'm semi-excited, although I think I might be up to here a little bit with Lord of the Rings. I kind of trust Peter Jackson when he's working in this genre. Oh, people, in the fall, we're always in a musical mood. We always want song. We always want it on Popcorn, because I make everybody sing on this show. And now, in Les Miserables, the movie version of that show that never closes. It closes and it opens again, and we see revolution and everything. You have all waited for this, to see Russell Crowe sing, haven't you? Well, this is it. He will be singing. He will be singing with Hugh Jackman, and Anne Hathaway will be singing with all of them. And Tom Hooper, the director of this, had just won an Oscar for directing The King's Speech. He did something unique with Les Miserables. Instead of having that pre-recorded music where he put everything live. This is the first major Hollywood musical where everybody sings live. Could be a disaster. Come on, you know it could be. Could be horrible, or it could be great. Another thing I love. You know, if you're not on the tightrope, why bother making the movie? That's what makes fall exciting.
I hear the trumpet sound.
What's your name?
I'm gonna rise right out of the ground.
Django. Then you're exactly the one I'm looking for.
Hey, stop talking to him.
Calm down. I'm simply a customer trying to conduct a transaction.
Last chance, fancy pants.
Oh, very well.
Of all the blockbusters that are out there that are exciting us in the fall, the one that I have to see, that I want to see now, that I want to get my hands around, is Quentin Tarantino's Django Unchained. I mean, this is the guy that last time brought us Inglourious Basterds, which I can watch again and again. That just really works. And here, he's talking about slavery. He's got Jamie Foxx as a vengeful slave who wants to hate on all the people that have just made him a slave to them. And who is the plantation owner and slave master? Leonardo DiCaprio. Don Johnson is in this movie. It's just the kind of thing Quentin Tarantino does. He takes you with a plot that makes you think, has he gone nuts? What is this? And then turns it into something extraordinary. I'm sure there's nothing historical about this. I'm sure nothing in it makes historical sense, but I'm sure cinematically it makes all the sense in the world. So to me, top on my list of the blockbusters I want to see, Quentin Tarantino's Django Unchained. Let's give a moment in time to movies that show every indication of sucking, and sucking in a major way. I call this section, because it's close to my heart, 5 with a bad vibe. Have I seen any of these 5 movies? No, because they'd be fools to show it to a movie critic. Why would they show movies that sound bad from the outset? Now, I'm willing to be wrong. I'm willing for people to come to me and say, here, we're going to show you this, and to change my mind. But do you know, in the 5 years I've been doing 5 with a bad vibe, I've always been right. The bad vibe is completely bad, and the movie really does suck. So let me start with a movie called Dredd 3D. It stars Carl Urban, who played Bones in the Star Trek reboot. So I liked him in that. But why would he remake one of the worst movies Sylvester Stallone has ever put his name on? I am the law! Judge Dredd, it was called then. This is a Law and Order kind of comic book character who comes in and says, if any of these people are bothering you, blow their heads off, blow them away. In 3D, and I'm certain from the little I've seen of the trailer that this is bad 3D. So if you are sitting out there making a list, I would say take Dredd 3D and cross it right off. Really, do it.
Hobbit! Who pinched me?
Guilty. You're irresistible.
Yes, very amusing, Invisible Man. Hello, great to see you.
Another bad vibe movie that I'm getting is Hotel Transylvania. This is an animated movie in which Adam Sandler does the voice of Dracula. And he's opening a hotel for other monsters. And he has a teen daughter, but she's 118. Get it? These are the jokes, folks. Played by Selena Gomez. Why? You know, hasn't Adam Sandler made us suffer enough? Each year there's like a Jack and Jill or a That's My Boy. And now he's animated and he's playing Dracula? Are you feeling good about this? Really? Really? Not me. Okay, you've suffered through them. I've suffered through them. They're all hits. And they're the Paranormal Activity movies. This one is called, for fall, in a burst of stunning originality, Paranormal Activity 4. Whoa! So this means we're going to see another haunted house, and there's going to be a digital movie camera there, and that camera is going to make us watch people get out of bed and fall asleep while we hear creepy noises in the night. I could do this. We can make this here. I could just turn the lights off in this studio and put a camera out, and we're going to hear. Why? Why are you going to these movies? Why are we being suckered into seeing them? The first one maybe worked for about half an hour, and now we're on Paranormal Activity 4. You people out there, stop it. Stop it. I don't want to see another one of these ever. It's not just every fall, but it's practically every season that Nicolas Cage makes a movie that has on it the stamp paycheck. I am doing this because I need money to get out of bankruptcy. Here's a movie called Stolen. It's a heist movie. It's called Stolen, and it stars Nick Cage. You could write this in your own head and decide not to see it. So sad. This is a talented actor. Why does he continue to do this? How much money do you need to make up for the money you lost? I don't know. It's not an excuse for the movies he makes. I'm horrified. Nick, stop it. Stop it. I have to bring up this movie because of the vibe I'm getting for it, and you have to too. Red Dawn. Remember when you saw Red Dawn a long time ago, and it was this high school class, and they were all completely fighting the commies, and they were going to, well, it's been remade. And now, because it doesn't work with the communists, it's North Korea. So the high school gets together and they're battling North Korea. And here's what I have to say. They made this movie 3.5 years ago. It's been sitting in a can somewhere. By some accident of luck, it has Josh Hutcherson in it, who's in Hunger Games. And it has Chris Hemsworth in it, who is Thor. So they're saying, let's drag this thing. We'll pretend that it was just put away because we didn't have financing for the advertising and marketing of it. This is a joke. You know this is bad. You know this is horrible. And it gives me the bad vibe. But I will come back here. I will face you if I'm wrong and say, I was wrong. But I doubt it. And I'm Peter Travers. Stay tuned, because when we come back, I'm going to talk to you about those movies that want the Oscar, that can feel the Oscar, that have to win the Oscar.